And what have you learned?
I've learned that the scriptures are for one particular nation. That would be the Israelites.
That's right. That's right. Give me 2nd Ezra 14 and 28. You know, so you understand what's going on in the earth right now.
I most definitely understand what's going on.
All praises. Got that. Read.
2nd Ezra 14 and 28. Hear these words, O Israel.
Hear what?
Hear these words, O Israel. Our fathers at the beginning were strangers in Egypt.
Strangers where?
Were strangers in Egypt.
So, brother, can we say that America is now Egypt today? Come on. And that not just America, but there are other countries that our people in that say what?
Everywhere we are.
That's right. Because the Most High scattered His children to the four corners of the earth. So everywhere we go, we see all these signs and all these things that was going on up in Egypt and even up in Babylon. That's why we prophesied that America is spiritual Babylon, Sodom and Gomorrah also, because this is where it's starting to build up in. Everything bad in the earth is happening right here up in America. The wars are on the outside right now, up in these other areas. Read.
Hear these words, O Israel. Our fathers at the beginning were strangers in Egypt, from whence they were delivered, and received the law of life.
Receive what?
And received the law of life.
What's the law of life, brother?
The scriptures.
That's right. All praises. Read.
And received the law of life, which they kept not.
Which they what?
Which they kept not.
Do our people keep it today? See that? And why do we not keep it?
Because we lost it after we sinned.
Exactly. Give me Deuteronomy 28 and 15.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15.
Bring it up.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses,
All these what?
that all these curses,
No, all these promises.
that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So now we already know that the curses, that's not life, that's death. But these things, they had to happen because it was written. We have to go through these things. Keep reading.
Come. 2nd Ezra 14 and 30. And received the law of life, which they kept not.
Which they what?
Which they kept not.
Even to this day, Most High people, they don't keep the law. They don't like life. That's why our younger men and women, even the older ones, are giving over until these here doctrines.
That's right.
The man, the roles have now switched. The man is the woman, and the woman is the man now. So by them living that way, you are becoming anti-life. And the Most High is not about anti-life. He's about life. He's about his people receiving that word, that light, to live, not to die. It wasn't meant for his people to die like this, because they killed us by the millions. That's because our elders gave up. Brother, you should be listening to this, brother.
Throw that cigarette
Come
away.
get the word.
That's right.
You and your wife.
Brother, put that cigarette down, brother. You don't need that cigarette. Read.
And received the law of life, which they kept not, which ye also have transgressed after them.
Which, read that again.
Which ye also have transgressed after them.
Even us, this here generation, we transgress the laws. That's why we don't have nothing. People continue thinking that they can receive things up in this here kingdom, up in these latter days. They think that getting the brand new vehicles, the new she could listen. Right. What's your nationality, sis?
Black and white.
Your mother?
I think my mom's black. I'm a foster kid, so I don't actually.
So your mother is so-called black, or you're not sure?
I think she's so-so.
What's your father?
I think he's black too.
You think he's black too?
Yeah.
You said black.
I think I'm black and white.
You think you're black and white?
Yeah.
But right, Con, you're looking at your skin, and you're trying to determine what your nationality is.
What do you think I am?
So what would they call you today?
Black?
You see yourself on the sign?
Which one am I?
You have to come up yourself. I can't tell you who you are.
I don't know.
Give me Hosea
I think
6
Judah.
and
That's right,
4.
sis.
All praises.
I think Judah.
We're going to show you why you don't know these things. Read.
Hosea 4 and 6. My people are destroyed.
Oh, what?
My people are destroyed.
What's the sister?
My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge.
Sis, because our forefathers went off and they didn't keep the commandments. Part of the judgment was that the Lord said that his people are going to suffer because we don't know who we are up in these last days. We call ourselves black, we call ourselves Native American, but these are the names that were given to us by our enemies. Slave masters, white man. See that? Read.
My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge.
Because we what?
Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
And that's part of the rejection is us not knowing what our nationality is and where we came from and what we're supposed to be doing in these last days in the earth. We're not supposed to be walking up and down the streets, buying and selling on the Sabbath day. And our enemies, they know these things. So-called white men and a white woman, they know that we're not supposed to be doing these things. But they created this system for us to supposedly thrive in, and it's not meant for us to be thriving up in this here wicked place. Can you admit that America is a wicked place? You can't say it, but she nodding her head. She knows because everything bad in the earth is going on right here. Yeah, I know. Keep reading.
God. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God.
Because we what?
Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I will also forget thy children.
And that's what happened to us. We have forgotten because our forefathers gave up. Our ancestors, the ones that were put up on them cargo slave ships and brought here. We got our nationality beat, literally. And then upon that they're beating, those of us that was kind of going up against it, they put us to death. But even now, they put us to death for no reason. You know that, right? You hear about brothers being shot with no gun in their hand? He's got his phone. He got killed for no reason. You got brothers minding their business and the cops pulling them over and shooting them dead right there in the car. But these are all part of the curses in the latter days. Because we don't have no gatekeepers no more. But the Most High is going to wake up the mighty men in the last days, the prophets, to bring forth his words, to bring it out to his people to wake y'all up. Because y'all still asleep right now. Y'all don't know these things. Go, read.
Jeremiah 17 and 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage.
From what?
From thine heritage that I gave thee.
What is our heritage, sis? You know anything about the Bible? Nope. Keep reading.
And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies.
To do what?
To serve thine enemies.
Who's our enemy, sis? The devil.
No.
Read that again and read it slow for the sis and listen carefully.
Jeremiah 17 and 4 from the top. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies,
Serve who?
to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
Do we know this land? Aren't we serving hey man? Don't we serve these people? We gotta go to work every day slaving for what? Damn near nothing. Come on. They taking everything. They tax us twice as much than they tax everybody else. That's why it's hard for us to pay our bills. You get in the mail talking about turning your power off, but they raise the rent, and your job is holding your check from you. So now you gotta wait an extra week to get your damn check after you just worked 3 weeks. That's part of the curses. That's madness. But only your enemies will be doing something like that to you. More on there. Come.
Revelation 2:10. Fear none of these things.
Do what?
Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil,
Who?
the devil shall cast some of you into prison.
Who fills up the prison houses in America? What nation of people? Who you always see up on the internet and on the news stations that's up in the prison station, in the prison houses? Yeah, exactly. So-called black people. We fill up the prison houses. It's already prophesied that those things were going to happen to us. More.
Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days.
So who is the devil that's going to toss these here people up in the prisons? Who owns the prisons? What nation of people? Who?
That's right.
Exactly, sis. So-called white man. We can show you that in a second. So now you see that the so-called white man is the devil according to the Bible. Okay? And you know what devil means? It means to deceive, to be deceitful. That's what devil means. You got that precept?
I gotta get home.
So you want to know what that picture is? Give me that. Excuse me, Genesis 20. Yeah, come on. We're gonna show it. Start at 21. We'll go back up.
All right, Genesis 25 and 21. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife because she was barren. And the Lord was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived. And the children struggled together within her, and she said, if it be... Yeah.
A little bit more.
All right. All right. You start at 19. All right. Genesis 25 and 19. And these are the generations of Isaac, Abraham's son. Abraham begat Isaac, and Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah his wife to Rebekah to wife, and the daughter of Bethuel, the Syrian of Perdam Aram. Genesis 25 and 21. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife because she was barren.
So Rebecca, she couldn't have any babies. She couldn't get pregnant. And this is going to show you what you was asking about, that their image. Read.
And the Lord was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived, and the children struggled together within her, and she said, if it be so, why am I thus?
She's having real strong labor pains. Read.
And she went to inquire of the Lord. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations.
To what?
2 nations are in thy womb.
Inching to the top one at the end. Point out to the sister. Read.
2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb, and the first came out red, and the first came out red,
My white.
and the first came out red all over, like a hairy garment. And they called his name Esau.
What was his name?
And they called his name Esau.
So when you look at that image, his name is Esau. First came out red. Right. And what people come out red looking like that? Nah. That's his skin. What color do white people turn when that sun is on the back of their neck? Exactly. Con, what color do they turn when they hold their breath? Exactly. That's because you can see the breath, or I mean, Salaki, you can see the blood through their skin. It shows forth through their skin because they're translucent like that. So-called white people come from Esau. And the name Esau means wasted. It means wasted means that they have no pigment, they have no color to them. If you look at him, see, he's red too. The back of his neck's red. We call them rednecks in the South. And we're going to show you who these people are, because they're not just the devil. Deuteronomy 28:68. Hold that. Do you like those people? Yeah. They're okay? Let's see what the Lord says about them. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With what?
With ships.
So when we was up in Egypt under the rulership of Pharaoh, did we go into Egypt with ships, or did we walk into Egypt? Keep reading.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold.
Shall be what?
You shall be sold unto your enemies.
So when our forefathers came off the slave ships over here up in America, who were they sold to? What you say? All praises. Read.
Right. Unto your enemies.
Ask it again.
For bondmen.
What?
For bondmen.
A slave man.
And bondwomen.
Slave woman.
And no man shall buy you.
Nobody came back to redeem us. So who is your enemy? See that? So no, they're not all good. They're not cool. They like to pretend to your face to be your friend. Before I came up here to Minnesota, my aunties and them, they had told me, watch out for the white folks up there, up in Minnesota, because they two-faced. I'm from Israel originally. You still got more on that? Oh, no, yeah, that Malachi. And we're going to show who else they are also according to the Bible. So we just proved that they are the devil, and we just proved that they're your enemies according to the Bible. Let's see how much more these here people are. Read.
Malachi 1 and 2. I have loved you, saith the Lord Yahweh. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother?
Oh, what?
Was Esau not Jacob's brother?
Used to be family, but family no more.
Saith the Lord Yahweh. Yet I love Jacob.
You love who?
Yet I love Jacob.
He loves the 12 tribes of Israel. He loves us, sis. Okay?
And I hated Esau.
And he what?
And I hated Esau.
No, he likes Esau.
And I hated Esau.
He said he hates the so-called white man. Read. does hate you, you damn devil.
And I hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness, whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places.
Because they went back over the earth, and now they're everywhere up in all the continents and all these other nations. They built up. They got taken down back in Rome, but they rose again. Read.
Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness.
What's the so-called white man?
The border of wickedness.
What's these damn dirty Americans?
The border of wickedness.
They are the border of wickedness. They are the beginning and the ending of wickedness. So once again, are you supposed to be trusting these people, sis? Because you see what happened to the one sister a couple of months ago. She went on a damn Tinder date with the damn devil, and he wound up chopping her up in pieces. Did you know that? And then they just lynched a couple brothers in the South. So the lynching and the actual killing of the 12 tribes of Israel, it hasn't stopped. It hasn't ceased. Because only wicked people do these things in the earth. They can't help themselves. They don't know when to stop. Damn, Jake. Read.
Psalms 55 and 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
The words of the white man's mouth was what?
The words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
Hey, guy, I don't want to jam you up, but just give me your ID. That's all I need. It's going to, run you and that's it. And before you know it, you shot up in the damn car. Why?
The words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
That's how the white man gets you. He comes up humbling himself down like he's innocent, like he ain't gonna do nothing to you. We friends, we buddy. Read.
But war was in his heart.
Well, what was in his heart?
But war was in his heart.
That's why they go across the earth and they cause all these wars with these other nations. That's why America's about to fall. They think that they're going to get away with all this wickedness that they done in the earth. And then they hold their hand up and act as if they did nothing wrong. Oh no, these things was, they just happened. Come.
His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords.
See that? White man always is ready to kill. He's always ready for war.
That's right.
Read.
This is Sirach chapter 12 and verse 10.
Bring it up.
Never trust thine enemy.
Do what?
Never trust thine enemy.
No, they're okay.
Never trust thine enemy. For like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him.
Be what?
And beware of him.
Just like iron rusteth, when you take, like, sis, pay attention. When you clean rust off of something, guess what it's gonna do later? It's gonna come back. That's their wickedness.
That's right.
No matter how much they try to wipe it away, they try to wash it away, or they try to make it seem like, it's gone, it comes right back. It doesn't stop. That's how the Lord made those damn people.
Yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away.
See that? It's like looking at a dirty mirror, and then you wipe it away, and then that stuff, it comes back on there. It's like silver. It gets tarnished again. It's gonna keep on coming back. Read.
Set him not by thee.
Do what?
Set him not by thee.
Don't be friends with him, sis.
Lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand.
Can't let them be next to you. Don't let them be on your right hand. No, we don't trust none of them. Says who? There's more on there. Keep going.
Least.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
You ready?
When he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou at the last remember my words, and be pricked therewith.
Come. So hold on. So just like when the so-called Native Americans was living up on this here land, and the so-called Christopher killing Columbus came here, they rose up in their place because they let them come close to them to be next to them. That's why it says, do not let them come and sit by your right hand, for that they're basically coming to take your position. That's why the so-called northern tribe lost this here land to their enemies, because they started trusting their damn enemies. Because it was written for them not to do those things. But don't forget, they walked away from the commandments, so they have forgot these things and not to do them. So you got a question? He's about to ask something.
Yeah. What version of Bible?
This is the KJV, the King James Version, 1611. This one here, this is Apocrypha. This is in the 1611. Come.
They don't have a jubilee.
No, none of that madness. So what they did was, brother, hold on. So what they did, they had took this here Apocrypha out after a certain period, and then they start making just the Old and New Testament, because there's a missing period of actual history, 300 years missing, and this is the 300 years that was taken out from the original Bible, and it caused confusion when they did that, because when you hear about Gentiles and stuff like that written in the New Testament, when Jesus, Paul, and them, you have to understand, well, who are these here Gentiles, and what's going on with these certain events that was going on in the New Testament. You can't find it nowhere, because the Lord, he kept the feast of dedication. Okay, we know that there's a feast of dedication, and that the Lord was actually keeping it because we read it. But where can we find out in the scripture where that came from? The only way to find it is in the Apocrypha that they took out. See that? Jay, come on, brother. We ain't down with that madness, brother. You need to chill out with that. The Lord gonna jam you up.
What?
Read what you got, man. That's madness. The men are not supposed to be like women. Does that make sense to you? That a man dresses like a woman? That's them. But is that up in our commandments?
Y'all had an Ethiopian Bible.
Read.
Y'all talk about Yaakov.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 49, and verse number 10.
Hold on. You don't listen to the Bible.
The Bible is the devil's word.
Well, brother, get up the block then, so that we can edify to them.
But you know you
No. Prove it.
The Bible ain't
No. We don't want your words. Hold on, sis. Don't go nowhere. Prove it.
The Bible ain't fun. You know that.
Prove it. You just speaking your words right now. Open up a book. Show us something. Give us something. Prove it, brother. Brother. We ain't trying to hear that madness.
Right, you ain't on, y'all just on some other shit.
Come on, read.
1 Timothy 4:1. Now the Spirit speaketh express.
Listen, sis. Listen. Hold on, brother. Can you be quiet for 1 second? He's saying, hold on. He's saying that we can't learn from this here book. We're going to show you exactly what this here brother is talking about. Hold on.
1 Timothy 4:1. Now the Spirit speaketh expressly, that in the latter time some shall depart from the faith.
What happened to this brother?
Some shall depart from the faith,
He had departed from the faith. That's why he's saying what he's saying. Read.
giving heed to seducing spirits.
Sis, listen.
Giving heed to seducing spirits.
He's a seducing spirit. He has spirits jump on him. He's bugged out right now. He don't get no understanding. Clock it. Read.
giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils.
And what?
And doctrines of devils.
Who's the devil, sis? Who we show you? The so-called white man, right? The so-called white man is the one that wrote the book of what he's talking about. Jubilee, Jasper, what is it? Jubilee, Adam and Eve, and the book of Enoch. That came from doctrines of these here devils. Read.
Speaking lies.
What's that brother just do?
Speaking lies.
Understand.
Speaking lies.
No, we're supposed to follow the book of Jubilee.
Speaking lies and hypocrisy.
Speaking what?
Speaking lies and hypocrisy. Having their conscience seared with a hot iron.
He don't got no understanding. All he knows is the damn book of Jubilee, and that's it. Read.
So this is Genesis, this is Jeremiah 49 and verse number 10. But I have made Esau bare.
He has what?
But I have made Esau bare.
He's talking about the so-called white man, sis. Pay attention closely.
I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself.
He shall not what?
He shall not be able to hide himself.
They can't hide themselves no more because his word's coming out. The Most High is exposing them. Hey, man, hey, get away from him. Hey, man, get your woman, man. Get your damn dog. Get her from over here. Read. That's right, I said it.
That's right.
He shall not be able to hide himself. His seed,
His what?
yeah, she feeling bad for him.
Hey, sis.
His seed,
No, you the goddamn devil according to the Bible. Read.
his seed is spoiled.
Is what?
His seed is spoiled.
That's why they walk up and down the street speaking nonsense, thinking he got his wife just walking up to strange men. That's off. Proud as hell. Read. Come, their seed is spoiled. These people are wicked. They are the devil. We just showed you these here things. You got to separate from your enemies, sis. We're not up in our feelings about them because they done did too much bad stuff to our forefathers, to our people, period. And they keep doing it. They're not sorry for what they're doing. They're happy to see the Lord's people strung out up on drugs, walking up and down the street, getting high, smoking God knows what, drinking bottles of liquor, spilling the liquor, being all belligerent and sloppy out here. That's these here people. Royalty. We don't come from madness. We don't come from chaos. Read.
Obadiah 1 and 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire.
The 12 tribes of Israel.
And the house of Joseph a flame. And the house of Esau.
The house of who?
The house of Esau.
So-called white people.
For stubble.
For what?
For stubble. And they shall kindle in them and devour them. And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken.
He said that he's going to utterly take out the so-called white nation. They have to go. They've done too much wickedness in the earth. They done killed too many people. They're trying to, so-called white man's trying to be the #1 killer in the earth, when the #1 killer is the Most High himself. But he did it out of righteousness. He didn't do it out of just pure evil and hate. That's not how the Lord works. The Lord is order. Give me that Psalms 82. 82 about the. It's 82:11. Check and see. Hold on, sis. We got more for you. What you got right there in your hand? It's just. You eating all that sugar. You can't be buying right now. But you can't be buying and selling right now. Not that one. Give me Deuteronomy. You have to keep this out. We're gonna show you. You know what today is? According to the Bible. Today's the Sabbath. Yes, today's the Sabbath. We're gonna show you. Give me that.
How y'all brothers doing? Come hear the word. We all right?
Get it there too.
Dangerous out here. There's a lot of people out here who stay close. Stay close to me.
Y'all eat pork?
Yeah, I do.
You eat pork? Hey, you too. Y'all so-called Native Americans?
What, so-called? Did you just say so-called?
What's the word today?
I'm a straight
What's the
through
word
and
for
through
today,
Native
bro?
American. I'm not so-called.
You know what? Hold on. Just,
And yeah, you
okay, just listen, sis. Don't you go nowhere. You got that? Listen, sis. So when they call y'all Native Americans, guess what they're calling you? They're calling you savage Americans, savage white people. That's what they're calling y'all. Because that's what Native means. Native, Indian.
No, but I have my own language, and we call ourselves something different. So we understand what the white people here call us and what they colonize us and oppress us. So I'm a
But what does, but what does God call you according to the Bible? What does God call you? We don't care what the so-called white man say no more. But what does
I believe in get your money due, which is a higher power, my higher power.
get your money do?
Get your money due is my higher power. He's a great spirit, like a great spirit.
And that's your God?
That's who I believe in.
So why did he let the so-called white people come and conquer y'all and take y'all land from y'all?
You think we let? Do you know what they did to us? They came.
We know exactly what they did to y'all.
We let.
But why did your God do that?
Why did our God do that?
Why did he let them come over here and take y'all land, rape, rob, and murder y'all, burn y'all at this stake?
Why did you let your ancestors get sold into slavery as well? Why did they,
Because look, so we're trying to walk with. Look at this chart and find me Native America on there. Sis, I see you at that curve. It's called Gad. These are the 12 tribes of Israel. According to the Bible, we are the Most High God of the Bible. We are His people. He's our God. Do y'all get manuscripts from your forefathers, documented history?
We have oral language. We have oral traditions, but yes,
Okay.
they're on birchbark scrolls. They're on birchbark, and they're written in a whole different. They're in like hieroglyphics. So it's not even like these words that you guys use. They're
So-
actually, like written hieroglyphics.
So was it prophesied that these things were going to happen to you by your forefathers? The people, your ancestors, the people before you were born. Before you were born, your forefathers.
My ancestors.
Did y'all have any knowledge of this here land?
Yeah. Well, I mean, my tribe's from this land. I'm from here. I'm Ojibwe.
And where were y'all before? And where were y'all before y'all came here? Is the question.
We've been here since forever. Since our ancestors, like we came, we were been here forever. We're non-removable. Like,
So how did y'all get here? Nobody is just appears somewhere.
we came from the earth. We came from the earth. We came from the earth.
Get the second. Hold on. This is for the sis. Hold on. This for y'all too. Listen. Wait. Hold on. We're about to show y'all because
My mom said she doesn't want to argue with me.
it's not argument. We have to come out here and show y'all who y'all are according to the Bible. Hold on. According to the Bible. No.
Respect your belief. We will
Okay, listen, sis, listen, this is what we asking. Sis, this is what we asking. Did your ancestors have any knowledge of another nation coming to your land and wiping out 90% of your people and taking your land and putting you in slavery?
What do you mean? Are you talking about the white people coming?
Yeah, did your ancestors have any knowledge? Were there any foretelling of this happening?
Yeah, it's called Blackout Speaks.
Blackout speaks?
Yeah, yeah, he has all. He'll even tell like what's gonna happen in the future.
It's a book.
So Can somebody find that, Google that about what we're about to bring out, Archivist?
I don't know, but we gotta go.
Hold on. It's going to be easy. Read this verse.
Yeah, basically,
Exodus.
right there.
I just listen to the one thing. Let
Okay,
them,
we're
let them
listening
finish.
to
Let them
this.
finish.
I'll
real
let
quick.
you finish.
Exodus 20 and 8. Exodus 20 and 8. Remember the Sabbath day. Do what? Remember the Sabbath day. To keep it holy. Do what? To keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work.
You got 6 days to work, Sunday to Friday.
But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God, Yahweh. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates.
See that? So no buying and selling, no doing your own personal things up on the Sabbath. Now we're going to show you guys what this land was before y'all came here, because nobody it's just planet something. We all came from. So hold on, sis, listen.
We got shit to do. She has to go to the bathroom, but thank you so much.
Bye, guys.
Respect, man. Respect.
You're from the tribe of Gad, okay? Y'all got to remember that. Damn, white man did a number up on them, jammed them up something hard. So sis, today's the Sabbath, no buying and selling. And we understand that you didn't know that. A lot of us, we did know these things because of so-called white man. They made it convenient for us to do these things when the Lord told us not to do these things. That's the one day that you give over to the Most High himself, because he made you. He formed you inside the womb.
Oh, you guys hate girls.
Say what? Hate girls.
Say white people.
But you love your enemy.
You guys hate white people.
God hates them. What are you talking about?
And he hate Africans.
That's right.
The
The African? What are you, African? Look at you. You about to fall and bust your head open. God hates them. God hates them. And what? Man, just get down the block. You can't get up the block. You get down the block. You walk with your damn dog then. Take your dog for a damn walk down the block.
Tell about them tight
Come.
pants,
Oh, no, that was it. I read.
Come. Oh, come. You got that Deuteronomy about the pork. You eat pork. You said you eat pork. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 14.
I'm going to start at 2.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 14 and verse 2. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Saying that we are holy, separate.
And the Lord hath chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself, above all the nations that are upon the earth. Nevertheless, these shall ye not eat of them that chew the cud, or of them that divide the cloven hoof.
These are the beasts that you're not supposed to eat. Okay? The Most High gave us an actual profile of the animals and why we're not supposed to be eating these here creatures, and then he gave a profile of the ones that we are supposed to eat. Read.
And the swine.
And the what?
And the swine.
What swine? It's pig, it's pork. Read.
Because it divideth the hoof, yet cheweth not the cud, it is unclean unto you.
No, it's okay to eat.
It is unclean unto you.
No, I gotta cook it at 180 degrees.
Ye shall not eat of their flesh, nor touch their dead carcass.
That's it. See that? You can't eat it and you can't even touch it. It's unclean. Because think about it. It's not chewing up its food, it's just scarfing it down. Okay? And then they don't sweat, so all that impurity stuff is going back inside of them. That's why pork tastes the way that it tastes. Plus it's full of all kinds of parasites. So why would you take that chance eating that? Read.
Isaiah 66 and 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire.
What?
The Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens behind one tree in the midst, eating swine's flesh, eating swine's flesh, and the abomination and the mouse shall be consumed together, saith the Lord.
So it's prophesied that in the last days that these people were going to be eating that swine, that damn swine flesh, that damn pig. And it will destroy you. The Lord will destroy you. So you got to keep the Sabbath, and you can't be eating that pork no more.
That's right.
We know that it's going to take you time to do it, you know, to work on your spirit, but that's something you should try to strive for and not, you know, continue to do these things. You can do better. That's because the Most High, he has faith up in his people. So we, in turn, need to have that faith also and trust in the Lord. Okay? And with that, that's my time. We give all praise to Yahweh, by Shem Yahweh Shai. Kwame Yasharella. Kwame Yasharella. Kwame Yasharella. And next mighty brother stepping up.